From his small, unassuming clinic in Wheatley, Ontario, the late Dr. Lloyd McKibbin left an indelible global mark on equine veterinary medicine, the benefits of which we are still reaping today. He was an innovator, teacher, and author, while also being a very hands-on veterinarian, affectionately known by all as simply Doc. He pioneered groundbreaking methods which benefited patients such as 2020 Hall of Fame inductee Rambling Willie and thousands more from across North America. This visionary standardbred builder was celebrated worldwide, and tonight we do the same. The Canadian Horse Racing Hall of Fame is proud to induct Dr. Lloyd S. McKibbin.
The late Dr. Lloyd Salem McKibbin, Doctor of Veterinary Medicine, is considered a pioneer in the advancement of equine veterinary medicine. He was an innovator, teacher, and author, as well as a very hands-on vet. A graduate of Ontario Veterinary College in 1952, Dr. McKibbin decided to specialize in equine care, and more specifically, lameness. He treated patients with acupuncture, cryosurgery, and laser therapy. He was also an early advocate for swimming horses for therapeutic purposes. Horse owners traveled from far and wide to his small, unassuming clinic in Wheatley, Ontario for treatment using his groundbreaking methods, all while putting the health and welfare of his equine patients first. Among the numerous horses aided by Dr. McKibbin was Canadian Horse Racing Hall of Fame 2020 inductee Rambling Willie, a three-time winner of the Canadian Pacing Derby who spent time under Doc's care. Doc also invested time mentoring other veterinarians to follow in his path, many of whom went on to open their own successful practices. He wrote Horse Owner's Handbook and Cryoanalgesia for Horses, reference manuals that continue to be used today. Respected worldwide, he gave lectures and attended seminars in different countries and conducted extensive research, all in the best interest of the equine athlete. In the early years of his practice, he hosted several race days at his own track just east of Wheatley. The races had no purses and were put on by local horsemen who were eager to try their young horses. He also owned and bred several horses and raced a few as well, including Willie Tass, who had a liniment named after him, and Adios Judge, who stood as a stallion at his farm. Dr. McKibbin passed away in 2000, but his legacy in veterinarian medicine and equine therapy continues to impact horse racing to this day.
Accepting for Dr. McKibbin is his son Terry, and making the presentation is Dr. Ken Armstrong.
I guess he's leaving now, but anyway, the president there was Dr. Kenny Armstrong. Kenny lived at our place for 8 years while he was going to school and after, so he was kind of the #1 student of Dad. But Dad enjoyed teaching. That was his place on earth, was to teach things. That's with the little handbook and things like that. He wanted people to understand what he was doing and what his horse was doing. He wrote the book so when they talked on the phone that they could have a conversation, and he understood what was going on with him. He was just a farm boy, really grew up around Mount Elgin, went to war when everybody went to war for Canada. And he always joined other associations. He joined the U.S. Association, he joined all over in England and Europe. That way he could talk to other people. If you live in a cocoon, you don't learn much. You got to spread yourself out no matter what your field is. And he always wanted to help the horse and help the people to get a better life out of, what they were dealt with. And I know the books and all that, talk about the Queen Mother and that's all great fluff and that, but there was a lot of 210 pacers and trotters that, went into that practice and served as the groundwork. So as the horse progressed with the knowledge and the way to look after the horse medically wise, it improved also. That's about all. It's a great honor for him. It's the Hall of Fame is something that you never start out to achieve. You achieve it by doing something good for somebody and other people. I'd also like to mention Dr. Moira Gunn and Al Libfield. They were nominated for this category too. I know Moira's here tonight. And that's a great honor just to get this far, to get nominated, and someday your time will come. So thank you. Good evening.